Julian Aran.
Number 36, R.S. Yang. Number 38, David Kabamba. Number 54, Kevin Garcia.
Number 41, Sebastian Leone.
Number 44, Nash Higby.
Number 48, Lucas Mouse Rivero. Number 37, Damian Ramirez.
Let me know if you
And number 59, Isaiah Villalobos. Head coach for Fuego FC, Santiago Aguilera. Assistant coach, Rodolfo Aguirre. And assistant coach, Dylan Hurd. And now, introducing the starting lineup for Napa Valley 1839 FC Napa fans, Green Army. Give it up for your starting 11. Playing in goal, number 31, Jack Landreth. Number 3, Sal Gomez. Number 4, Alvaro Pereira. Number 6, Jerry Mendoza. Number 16, Storm Schmidt Hollinshead. Number 10, Dario Pavon. Number 11, Oscar Ortiz. Number 14, Marco Monson. Number 21, Marco Reyes. Number 24, Uli Vega. And number 9, Luis Ramirez. Head coach for 1839 FC, Mark Corbett. Assistant coach, Refugio Ochoa. And athletic trainer, Brandon Lucas. And now for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, good evening and welcome wherever you are and however you're watching or listening to this broadcast. We are eminently grateful for your viewership and support. I'm Aiden Larson on the call for you here tonight. You are watching CV Fuego at Napa Valley 1839 in this exclusive presentation of the League for Clubs.
We got kickoff coming up in just a couple of
Great action coming your way. Let's get right to the standings. The undefeated teams to this point include Napa Valley 1839 alongside FC Davis, who are at the top of the table momentarily with a game in hand. So 1839 can tie them for that #1 spot in the conference with a win here tonight. Apologies in advance for the pun, but CV Fuego are on fire as well. They find themselves in contention for that top spot in the conference as playoffs rapidly approach. 5 wins for Fuego, but 2 losses, holding them back to the 4th spot after 8 weeks. Still a very long way to go, including an all-important 90 minutes in Napa here tonight. Knocking Napa down a peg would go a long way and could be a spark Fuego need to make a push for that one spot in the final month of the season. As for Napa, if they can keep pace with Davis tonight by winning, they will be tied going into next weekend's game in Davis. What's sure to be an epic battle for supremacy in the NorCal Conference of the League for Clubs. Couldn't have asked for a better first season for the League for Clubs. Nights like this are the reason why. Playoff implications looming larger than ever. With a win, Fuego will really be in play for that one spot. 1839 getting a win would put more distance between the teams below them and put them in position to go into Davis and handle business there next week. And it is fitting that it's FC Davis contending with Napa for that top spot. At the moment, still a long way to go. Longtime rivals, Napa and Davis. This is the first ever meeting between Fuego and 1839. We hope you heard the lineups introduced, both sides introduced by Scott Stone. If not, we have those lineups for you here, of course. Just a few moments away. Both teams lining up. Fuego in red and black, 1839, wearing traditional white here at home. Revamped jerseys for this first inaugural season, the League for Clubs. It's Fuego who will start with the ball first. Villalobos standing over the ball. And Villalobos gets us underway. Fuego at 1839. Once again, very special thank you for being with us.
Here at Dodd Stadium, this is week number 9 in the League FC. Napa coming into this match with a record of 6 wins and 0 losses. Special announcement to
Long one, maybe intended for Villalobos. 1839 under some duress.
All the ones in the stands, we ask you to come on down to the front. Snapa's got a huge bouquet.
Yeah, throw in for Fuego.
On this Mother's Day Eve here at Dodd Stadium. Or raise your hand and we'll do a special delivery.
Jack Landreth in at goal for 1839. Be another throw in for Fuego. Yet another throw in. 1839 contesting this zone of the field. Sal Gomez pushing for it. Out of bounds. Another call for Fuego. This time might be a corner. No, it'll be a throw in. Broken up by 1839. Ortiz couldn't get there to clear it. Still Fuego. Into the center over the head of Villalobos. Out for a goal kick. Once again, this is Jack Landreth in goal for Napa. Sal Gomez, quick throw for Vega. Couldn't quite get it there for Ramirez. Ball being chased down by Reyes, knocked out of bounds. Call goes for Napa. Thrown in by Reyes. To Mendoza. Other side now with Alvaro Carreras. Here's Dario Pavone. Earns possession well. Throw in for Sal Gomez. It's Pavone again. Down goes Dario. No call. Villalobos.
Ladies and gentlemen, early minutes here at Dodd Stadium, I do hear a familiar voice in the booth next to me. That is the voice of Hayden Larson doing the play-by-play on the National Soccer Network via YouTube. So Hayden Larson back in action. Glad to have you here, Hayden.
That's my friend in the booth, Scott Stone. You'll be hearing his voice along with that of Eric Housley, the stadium speakers throughout the evening, and you're seeing video captured by Ezra Alvarez and JP Castillo on the camera. So a special thank you to our entire team here in Napa to make this broadcast possible for you. It's our pleasure, and this is Oscar Ortiz down the sideline. Cross in for Ramirez, just beyond him. Well cleared by Kambaba. 1839 throw. Excuse me, that's Kabamba who cleared it. 1839 possession. Yuli Vega. Back for Reyes into the middle. Picked up by Vélez.
All right, we got
Player down is Reyes. Back to his feet.
Glad to see that. And down in concessions, we've got drinks flowing. We've got paella cooking, and Monteria is turning out some entrees as well. So if you get a chance, head on down and grab some dinner.
We're back underway. That one broken up by Reyes. Knocked on by Ramirez. Well played by Mendoza. Dario Pavone on for Mendoza. Nice interplay. Ramirez hangs on. Back on for Ortiz and just beyond. Be thrown in by Aris Yang. Well played for Fuego. Given away though to Ortiz. Great interplay every time between those two. It was for Vega. Let it go through. Might have been better to just make contact with the ball. And it goes all the way through. Be thrown in now by David Kabamba. Now goal kick for Vélez. Yang calling for it. A lot of space here for Aris Yang on this near sideline. Vélez can deliver it. Sal Gomez making his way over there. Vélez says go long. Just gotta blast it from goal.
All of Premier Soccer right here in Napa. Welcome to the match, everybody. Anybody got the gardener there?
Goal kick given away very quickly, and it's Ramirez. Call for a foul. Free kick, Fuego.
The Garden, downtown Napa, right on First Street, one of our newest partners here at 1839 FC.
Well played by Villalobos, but this is Marco Manzo. And it's a yellow card for... Hard to tell who that was for. It might have been for Nash Higby. Really unclear. 1839 player down. Looks like Carreras.
Back on his feet.
It'll be play restarted here by Landreth. Long one for Ortiz, and it's way over his head. It'll be a throw-in. Ortiz liked the look.
Special shout out in these early
Little too far.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to our very own Jake.
Horace Yang
Recently
over the head of his teammate fell for Gomez, but foul ends up being a free kick for Fuego.
That means Jake is officially off the market.
Fuego having a little more difficulty than Napa getting beyond midfield. 1839 so good at pressing, and Dario Pavone putting Fuego under duress. Just able to get it clear. Villalobos with a look, but it flag stays down. That was a close call. This is Villalobos. Just enough to dispossess him for Sal Gomez. Cleared away by Landreth. Great way to pick up the ball in midfield for Manzo, but he couldn't find Dario Pavone and instead found the feet of Fuego. It's Randall. Once again on the ball, though. This is Ramirez. Well played by Ramirez. Shot on goal. Long shot for Ramirez. And 18's been able to strike first. How about that? All the way to the sideline to hug Mark Corbett. What a start for 1839 here at home. Well, and the referee allowed them to take that very quickly, and Fuego trying to get a cheap one. Landreth was wise to it, though. You don't see that every day. That was a very quick restart. Credit to Fuego. Heads up on the play, but once again, Jack Landreth wise to it. (1839) appealing for a handball there. No call. All the way back to Veliz. Well, what a run of play that was. Here we go again. Other side now for Fuego. Into the middle of Villalobos. Just like that, Fuego strikes back. We are level in Napa. What a game we have in store for us tonight. Correction, Scott Stone is right. That was Kevin Garcia. Well, a flurry of goals to start this one. One apiece for both teams, all level here in Napa. Fuego at 1839. What a way to not let your head dip after conceding a goal early. Fuego single-minded to get level. And they did just that. Remarkable turnout here in Napa. Sideline again for Ortiz. Out of bounds, though. It'll be thrown in for Fuego.
And Dario on and laying it off to Oscar Ortiz. Going out of bounds, got a red throw.
Great build-up on that last goal for Fuego. Kevin Garcia is lined up as in the midfield, but able to get forward quickly. It's a heck of a strike for him. That one ruled out of bounds. Ortiz couldn't quite get there in time. Another throw in for Fuego.
Alex Ochoa, our videographer. Alex doing a phenomenal job out there on the field, catching all of the action shots. Thank you very much to Alex Ochoa. You're doing an awesome job.
Gomez back to Landeret. Another one that's too long for Landeret. Ortiz able to go back and scoop it up, though. Now it's going to land for Pavone. It's one of the things 1839 are best at is just possession in the midfield. Back to Landeret. They knock it around so crisply. The chemistry is off the charts. We've already seen it, particularly with Dario Pavone and Oscar Ortiz. Really the whole team, though, the understanding to knock that back by Vega for Ramirez. And this is Yuli Vega now. Dario's covered up by Steven Randall. Let it go all the way back to his keeper, Valiz. Now look to play it short. 1839 really pressing, and they get the ball back. Same spot of the field where he scored from. This is Baby Shark Ramirez. Lands for Manzo. Manzo couldn't quite bring it in. Chance to counter now for Fuego. Great interception by Reyes. Tease gets around his man momentarily. Looking to set up the cross. Ball in for Napa. Just a little bit too long, but back into the middle for Dario Pavone, and it's over the bar. Look to Bamba. Put it back into the middle of right in front of his goal for Dario. It was a really good chance for 1839 to retake the lead. Couldn't quite get the right contact on that volley. We've seen Dario knows what to do with the volley. If you follow 1839 or the League for Clubs on social media, if you don't, we recommend you do, because now famous goal Dario Pavone scored on the volley, a bicycle kick to help keep 1839's winning streak alive last couple of weeks. Spectacular goal for him. Definitely a contender, not just definitely a front runner for goal of the year. A little more now than 15 minutes played. One goal apiece. We're all tied up. Fuego at 1839. We're in Napa.
Napa Valley Petroleum, and of course,
So warm day, not quite the hot summer days we have coming up here in Napa. But a nice little breeze now, at least up here in the booth. We'll be cooling down on the field too as the night goes on, and pretty soon we'll be under the floodlights in the second half. Dario goes down. Referee thought a little too easy. Ball picked up by Randall. This is Randall again. Back to Belize. Randall again trying to get around Dario Pavone, and he does. It's to be swept up though by Alvaro Carreras. Back to Landeret. Pressure on though. Landeret just able to stab forward for Mendoza. Carreras able to get it on for Gomez, but back now with Fuego. Blasted by Veliz over the head of Reyes. Now Fuego with a chance in behind. Stabbed away by Mendoza. Gomez couldn't get it away. Now with Ramiro.
Sal Gomez breaking up that play.
And Ribeiro earns his team a throw-in. It's going to be Aris Yang.
Fuego throwing. This is number 36, Aris Young.
Carreras. On for Ramirez, pushed in the back and fouled. Ramirez upset by that one. There's a lot of contact, no card. Right now, the only player, we think it was Nash Higbee, but referee wasn't very specific with the yellow card. This one lifts it up for Vega. Down goes Randall at the end of that one. Very good in coverage. Again, defensive coverage was Steven Randall. Even when it seems like an 1839 player has had a step on him, he recovers well. Did well to let that one run out of bounds for a goal kick. "20 minutes played. All level in Napa. 1839 struck first, and very shortly thereafter, Fuego drew level again.
If you didn't hear the earlier announcement, the New Jerseys, both home and away, are in the
Slight call on Tario Pavone, but referee saw fit to give a free kick, and this is Veliz. Let's go back to Randall. Veliz now under duress, just gonna blast it out of bounds. Be a throw in. It's Sal Gomez on the ball. Long one for Dario. Monzo able to pick it up. Dario again. Couldn't quite steer it on for Ortiz, but Ortiz finds the ball anyway. Gomez. Back to Landret. Landret. Under duress himself, able to get it away to Reyes, and down goes Reyes again.
Quick shout out to the Suzuki Paella that's here, as well as Lunchery Fusion Kitchen. Lunchery has been with us here for about 2 years. Doing a great job. You gotta try the steak sandwich. If you want to order, they'll give you a little buzzer. You can wait your seat, and they'll call you later. Otherwise, head over to the concession stand, grab a
Still down is Reyes. Did look like he needed the back.
As well as every all lines and those others. So get over there and check it out. Thanks for joining us tonight.
On his feet is Reyes. Still feeling that injury. Gonna have to make his way off the pitch for now. Does look like he's gonna be able to continue. This one all the way through for a goal kick. Back on the field is Reyes. Damian Ramirez. Wide for Julian Aaron. Into the middle, but Mendoza able to knock it away for a corner kick.
Jerry Mendoza breaking up that play in the 24th minute. Here we are still tied up.
Mauis Ribero to send it in for Fuego. This is their first corner of the game. See what they can come up with.
3 wins in as many weeks on the road.
Ball in for Fuego. Able to make contact with it. Couldn't steer it on target, though. Great opportunity for Fuego. Great execution on the kick.
2 weeks ago at Nevada High School, that was a thriller.
I think it was Julian Aaron. Couldn't quite steer it on target.
4-3 on that one.
Landreth under duress again. Given away.
It goes 6-0.
Might be a Fuego throw-in in favorable territory.
As mentioned,
The RS Yang to send it in.
Davis undefeated at 7 wins, but they've got a game in hand.
Nice little flick back by Randall. Confident play. This is Randall again. Broken up by Reyes. That'll be Kabamba to throw it in again. Roll through to Landreth.
Oscar Ortiz gets tripped up on that play. It's going to be a free kick for Napa. Napa throwing. Beautiful night here in Napa. Perfect weather. Mother's Day.
Dario Pavone. Broken up well by Limon. Was Hollinstead. Couldn't quite get there. Switch to the other side. Picked up just in time by Yang. Through ball for Higby. Good save by Landreth.
Shot on goal there by number 44 for Fuego. That was Nash. Higby.
This is Sal Gomez. Get at us. Making a run, it's Sal Gomez. And it's on for him, able to connect with Ortiz. Couldn't quite make it work though, Sal Gomez. Although it's cleared by Avelis for 1839 throw-in. It's taken quickly. It's Gomez again. For Manzo. Trying to get it to Ortiz, but intercepted. Damian Ramirez, who had it broken up. It's Randall who got it on. Here's Kabamba. Back to the feet of Ramirez for Kevin Garcia, goal scorer. Villalobos into the middle, cleared away by Reyes. Ortiz wants to contest this one. Strong challenge, and it's a foul on Ortiz. Free kick, Fuego.
And special welcome to the 1839 FC women's team. If there are still some of the women's team players out here, We're glad to have you. The women's team had their tryouts earlier this evening. And looking forward to that season.
Well played by Yang. Ortiz does brilliantly to keep this ball. Lots of space. Good recovery. Finds Dario Pavone. Off the post and out.
Dario Pavone with a shot on goal. Deflecting off of that left-hand post.
So well done by Ortiz. He deserved that assist. Dario couldn't quite get it on target. Up for Hollenstad. One-on-one with the keeper. Tried to cross it for Ramirez.
Trying to get it in the net in the 29th minute.
It's 18:39, very close. Very close indeed to retaking the lead here in the 30th minute, as it is all level. Corner kick for Napa. 1 goal apiece. 18:39 struck first. Very shortly thereafter, Fuego struck back. Ball in for 18:39. Pivot away quickly. Great interception by Vega. Right place at the right time. Down goes Manzo. Free kick, Napa. Well, the pace of play is picked up here considerably in the 30th minute or so. 15 left in this half. Well, the sense of urgency is palpable. Playoffs looming larger and larger the closer we get. Little more than a month away now. Week 9. 18:39, still undefeated, as are Davis. Fuego currently 4th. 5 wins, but 2 losses. Really important now, if they're going to catch up, to put a loss on one of these undefeated teams. This is their chance here tonight. As it is, free kick, Napa. It's Ortiz. Wall breaks it up. Cleared away. Chased down by Ramirez. Really well done by Ramirez. Fuego looking to counter off the set piece. Way off sides, though, is Kevin Garcia.
And speaking of that women's team, we are welcoming back Shauna Johnston. Looking forward to Shauna coming on back. Kim Garcia as well, the MVP of last year. And our newest signing, Jack Lynn.
Well, that's the voice of Scott Stone, and it is good news. The fans reacting joyously here. Shauna Johnston, Kim Garcia back for another season. 1839's women's team. First playoff appearance last year. A couple great seasons for them. Of course, we'll have their games for you here as well. For the scheduling, you're going to want to follow 1839 Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Sal Gomez for Manzo. Manzo, great way to find Pavone. Finds Ramirez. Number 2 for him. Goal, 1839.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luis Ramirez.
It's a brace for Luis Ramirez here in Napa. 1839 back in the lead.
Putting Napa up 2-1 with 12 minutes to go in the first half.
All of these goals that we see here going to be fun to watch back. But big part of setting that up was Manzo, of course. Able to find Dario. Found Luis Ramirez.
The
Well, and somehow Dario Pavone and Luis Ramirez in the running for top goal scorer in the league. Long way to go in other conferences. A number of big-time goal scorers in the NorCal Conference in the league for clubs, but two of the better ones on display here tonight. And we're back underway. 1839 gonna want to make sure they're settled in. Fuego scored within a minute of conceding last time around. Here they go again, potentially. Dispossessed by Mendoza. This is Reyes. Dario Pavone, other side of the field now. Coach Mark loves Dario because he is all over the place. Pedigree actually as a midfielder. That's why he's so great holding up plays. Players run by him and delivering accurate passes as well as scoring goals. He's a player that other teams have to account for everywhere. And if I'm not mistaken, that's an assist for Dario Pavone. And that second goal scored by Ramirez. This is Villalobos. Well played by Villalobos. Getting the ball through the feet of Manzo. Manzo goes down. Crowd wants a foul. Referee says play on. And Ramirez then is clipped. It's a free kick for 1839 and a yellow card for Alvaro Carreras. Yellow card for Nash Higby on Fuego, and now we believe Alvaro Carreras. 1839. 10 minutes to go here in the second half. 35 minutes or so played. And it is a hotly contested game as we expected. 1839 just taking back the lead. It is 2-1 in Napa. Home team leading as it is. Free kick for Fuego upcoming. 1839 build a wall of their own. Kabamba was momentarily interfering with Landreth. Backs off though. Would have been offsides. Right into the face, we believe, of Manzo, who already has an injury there. Well, a pair of free kicks, one on each side, and the Walls doing their job. In these first two instances, free kick, throw in for Fuego. Well played. Forcing Sebastian Limon out of bounds with Sal Gomez. Jack Landreth. Into the middle by Landreth. Over the heads of Ramirez and Manzo. Nice job by Limon. Offsides, it's gonna be Maues Ribeiro. Out of bounds anyway. Crowd really into it like they usually are. Great turnout here on a Saturday night in Napa. Really nice weather here in Napa today, as opposed to what we know is coming. The heat of June and July. There'll be some high temperature kickoffs forthcoming here at Napa.
Marco Reyes tripped up on that ball, resulting in a free kick for Napa here. 6 minutes to go. Napa still got the lead.
This is Bonzo for Dario. Ortiz now. 1839. Sheriff looking for another cross. Instead, taking them on, and it's cleared away. 1839 throw in. He was dispossessed in the end, but just the sheer power of Oscar Ortiz display there. Carreras. Hollandstad finds Sal Gomez into the middle for Pavon now. Out of bounds, not quite on the same page. The area was Vegas and the win for Napa. It was Mauis Ribeiro touching the ball last. 5.5 minutes to go till we get to stoppage time. Nearly 40 minutes gone already. What a game it's been. 1839 with the lead at the moment. 2 against 1 goal scored for Fuego. Oh, and it's getting chippy out there. Some pushing and shoving going on between Reyes and Kabamba. Red card shown. Both teams are down to 10 men. What a decision by the referee.
The intensity on the field went through on that play.
Not quite sure what even transpired right before that physical challenge for that ball. And both teams gonna have to change their shape and tactics just a little bit.
Sit down. Take a walk, 38.
All right, referee, 2 red cards and 1 red. We got 3 minutes and change to go here.
Well, it's a decision that will reverberate through this game and the next one. Means next week, 1839 will be without Marco Reyes in Davis. Similarly, Kabamba will be unavailable for Fuego. Well, this game has a little bit of everything. Both teams down to 10. Reyes and Kabamba shown the exit by the referee. It'll be interesting because that might create some space. Oscar Ortiz couldn't find any there. It'll be a corner kick.
It's going to be a corner kick for Napa.
Not sure if it's in your camera frame, but the referee talking with the sideline of Fuego now. Even they were getting a little too close to that corner flag, not wanting them to heckle on this corner kick.
Now we've got an opportunity here. How about a little noise for the corner kick?
Be Hollandstad to send the ball in for 1839. Ball in for Napa. Was supposed to be long again, I believe, for Ortiz, but execution not quite right on the delivery.
Goal kick by Veliz. Fuego already going in the other direction now.
Make sure at halftime you have to grab some bread. Don't forget to grab some official 1839 FC merch as well. As Eric mentioned, the home and away jerseys are available for sale down there.
Good interplay. Dario Pavone. Sideline for Ramirez. At the moment, this is a long one for Ortiz. Able to keep it in bounds. At the moment, it's Ortiz. Far left. Into the middle. Just beyond Manzo. Dario in the center for 1839. Looks like right wing is now Ramirez. Rivero dispossessed at the last moment. No flag. No whistle. It momentarily, Rivero got around Alvaro Carreras momentarily. Quickly approaching the 45th minute. 1839 would love to extend their lead. Fuego would love to tie this one up. End to end. Dramatic stuff so far. This is going to fizzle out to a goal kick for Napa. It's Landry. What a game it's been so far. Physical challenges for the ball, and decision actually goes the way of Fuego. Thought it might have been a free kick for Napa. This is Randall. It's a long one for Ribeiro. Covered up well by Landry. Letting it go out for a goal kick. Well, Maoist Ribeiro was very close to creating an opportunity for himself and his team or earning a penalty kick. Dispossessed at the last moment, a minute or two ago. Good run of play for Fuego. Ribeiro got around Alvaro Carreras. A long pass from a teammate in his own territory. Hollenstad. Knocked long for Dario. Out of bounds for an 1839 throw-in. That will be halftime. No more stoppage time. It was that first half that had a little bit of everything. Flurry of goals to get us started in the first 15 minutes. 1839 struck first. The foot of Luis Ramirez. And it was Kevin Garcia a minute later on the other side, getting Fuego level. And then a couple minutes later, Ramirez took the lead for 1839 again, and that's where we stand. Worth mentioning, both teams down to 10 men now. Marco Reyes sent off for Napa. David Cabamba sent off for Fuego FC. Be really interesting to see how that affects the second half. Both of those players will be unavailable next week. Once again, very special. Thank you for being with us. This exclusive presentation of the League for Clubs. It's Fuego at 1839. We will be right back after a quick halftime break. Don't want to miss this next half.
Say from the 30 to the 50 away. Let Fuego players run up.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great. Oh.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you can share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Once again, glad to have the Green Army back at home here at Dodd Stadium. Welcome back, everybody. And we have got another home game coming up shortly. That's on the 20th of May. That's a Tuesday night game, so make sure you come on out on that Tuesday night, May 20th. North Coast Soul will be here. as I always say, the Green Army, the #1 fan base in all of Premier Soccer. The best dressed, the best looking, the loudest, the craziest, the Green Army right here at Dodd Stadium. And the best mascot, of course, where's Napa? I'll be taking a break. And with 2 red cards issued in the 41st minute, we've got 10 v 10 coming into this second half. So 10 versus 10. And we're about to find out what happens here in this matchup. This is definitely a dogfight.
Well, we are underway. Good evening and welcome back. You're watching this exclusive presentation of FC Fuego, Napa Valley 1839. Hayden Larson on the call for you here tonight. Second half officially underway. What a game it's been so far. 2 goals for Napa Valley 1839, 1 for Fuego. And 2 red cards, 1 for each team. It was Marco Reyes and David Kabamba sent off a little after the 30th minute or so. Great ball into the middle, stopped by Landreth. Well, it's a good save, cleared all the way to Oscar Ortiz. Vega with a lot of space, but he couldn't get it there. Picked up instead by Fuego. Howell and a free kick for Fuego. Both teams have switched sides, of course. Once again, it's Fuego in red and black. Napa Valley 1839 in white and green. It's cooled off pretty quickly here in Napa. Not the hottest day we've ever seen. Those are coming up. June and July fast approach. Sal Gomez does well to find Dario Pavone, going on a long run of his own. It's actually Hollandstad on this good long run. That one was for Sal Gomez. Couldn't quite find him, though. Picked up by Damian Ramirez, going the other way. It's broken up by Barbieri. .39 sideline for Gomez. Sal Gomez under duress from Limon.
Looks like we had the substitution at halftime. With the ball right now, it's number 18. That is TJ Dilly out on the field for now.
Long one for Ribeiro. Down goes Ribeiro. Referee saying no way. Goal kick. Looked like Ribeiro just lost his footing there.
Free kick here for Fuego. 39 minutes to go in the second half.
This is Maui's.
Napa up to
Ribeiro. Be a free kick in. Up in the air. It'll be cleared away. No, it won't be cleared away quite yet. Monzo on the ball, though. Pushing the back on Monzo, and it'll be a free kick now for Napa. Little Carreras now. Great touch on that pass just over the head of Dario Pavone, and nervous moment there for Belize. Sort of looked like he missed it at first. Wasn't quite sure if he could touch the ball, whether or not he was in his goal box or not. Worked out for him. This is Garcia. On for Steven Randall. Alvaro Carreras. Vega for Mendoza. On for Dario Pavone. Strong challenge, Dario Pavone. On the ball. Dario. Ball bouncing around all over the place. Fuego just able now to get the ball away. Kevin Garcia. It's Garcia again. Save possession. Now finally going the other way. Aris Yang. Able to get there. Oh, what it is! A penalty. Landreth caught out. Just a piece of Yang. Fuego now with the opportunity to tie the game up.
looking like a PK here with Fuego. Opportunity for Fuego to tie things up.
Looks like it's Garcia against Landreth. Golden opportunity for Fuego to tie this game up.
Kevin Garcia taking this PK.
Penalty, Kevin Garcia. Fuego tie the game up. Goal. Landreth gets the wrong way. Cool, calm, collected penalty by Garcia. Very, very clinical from that spot.
Landreth was early. That one is on Landreth. Shouldn't have been that far out. Yang had a lot of work to do from that spot. Always credit goalkeepers when they pull that off.
On the field. Fuego coming off as number 37, Damien Ramirez.
And that way, 1839 concede the penalty and the goal.
Number 61, Chris.
And this is one of those interesting wrinkles. Was that because there was a little bit more space out there with each team down to 10? Not sure if this is an offsides or a foul. The side judge was emphatic.
Substitution on the field, Napa coming off is Marco Rondo. And coming on the field is number 12, Emma Jordan.
Well, and it's a free kick now for Napa. Down went Carreras. Landreth looking to take it quickly. Really important development. Now 2-2. All tied up. 1839 at this moment would be in second place in the conference. Davis would have sole possession of the 1 seed 9 weeks in. Fuego would be in better position to contend for that 2 and 3 spot, maybe even the 1 spot themselves. They'd certainly be in play for 1 if they could win here in Napa tonight. Still a long way to go, approaching the 60th minute of this game. Not even an hour in yet. With Landreth caught out, conceded a penalty. Second goal of the night for him as well, Kevin Garcia. Keeping pace with 1839, Luis Ramirez. Sal Gomez finds Oscar Ortiz on for Dario Pavone. Belize looking for an offsides flag, and it does go up. Must have been a narrow call. The crowd does not like it. As it is, it'll be a free kick now for Fuego. Tested between Villalobos and Carreras. Broken up by TJ Dilly. Dragged to the ground is Duran. Free kick, Napa. Crowd not happy with that one either. No card. Most important cards so far have been given to David Kabamba of Fuego and Marco Reyes of 1839. Red cards. Mauas Ribero. Opportunity for Fuego, broken up by Dilly. Awkward challenge and another free kick for Fuego now. 1839. Arguing. The crowd again, very upset. Well, so far, 2 or 3 free kicks have been broken up by opposing walls. Just once for each side here. 1839 building a wall. Might be Ribeiro. Send this one in. No, it's Garcia. Right into the hands. Jack Landreth. This is DJ Dilly. Foul on Hollandstad. Free kick, Napa. Taken quickly. Dilly again. The other side from Mendoza. Yuli Vega. Emma Duran. Cross in. One player between Duran and Dario. It's broken up, of course, by Randall. He's been busy on defense for Fuego. Another great recovery for him. Throw in now for Napa. Crowd appealing for a handball.
Free kick for Napa here, right outside.
Just outside. It's a free kick. It's Sal Gomez. Free kick for Sal Gomez. In for Napa. Near post. Bouncing around still. Trying to knock it in there was Ortiz, and ends up just being a goal kick. Well, that's Eddie Valiz. A couple of substitutions being made. That's what we're waiting on. And Ernesto Aguilera coming in for Fuego. Goal kick. Quick throw in by Ortiz for Dario Pavone. Great pass for Ortiz. Looked like it was on target. Cleared away. In the area was Vega for Napa. All the way back to Alvaro Carreras. Now Sal Gomez. Broken up again. Now Fuego with a chance going the other way. Not on target. Goal kick now for Napa.
Shot on goal there for Fuego. That was Chris Messias. Substitution on the field.
That shot was on by Chris Metza.
Well done, my friend. And coming onto the field is number 7, Ryan Dieter.
That is Ryan Dieter in for Napa. Nice move by Duran. Couldn't get the ball to Ortiz, though. Picked up again, though, by Hollandstad, and down he goes for a free kick.
And Ryan Dieter, of course, coming to Napa out of UC Davis.
Dieter. Nice idea there by Mendoza for Dario Pavone. Ball falls for 1839. This is Oscar Ortiz looking to cross in for Dario Pavone. Just wide. Well, about 65 minutes played. If you're just joining us, thanks for doing so. All tied up 2-2. Fuego at 1839 in Napa. Landrit cover this one going out of bounds. Great pass from Ernesto Aguilera. Intended for Maurice Ribeiro. Just too long. Covered well by Landrit. 1839 went into the half with a lead. It was a penalty just a few minutes ago for Fuego to tie it up.
Looking to get on the board here. Emma Duran over to Dieter.
Here's Dieter. Nice movement by Dieter to create some space. Working against Kevin Garcia. Ortiz now on this right side. Found Dieter and Hollitzstad now. Down goes Dieter, cleared away. Randall. Now it's Chris Metza for Fuego. Shot but saved by Landrit. TJ Dilly gave him a lot of space to get that shot off. Well played by Metza for Fuego.
We are going on the route, and we are going to be FC Davis coming up a week from today in Davis. I highly encourage you to come on out the road, go support the team.
Well, Scott Stone is right. Regardless of the results here tonight, really, really important game in Davis for Napa next week. Currently undefeated. Ortiz dispossessed. Cleared away by Fuego, picked up by Carreras. Here's Hollitzstad again. More possession so far to this point for Napa. On the ball again, Pavone. Now Sal Gomez. TJ Dilly for Carreras. Here's Dieter again. And for Ortiz. Broken up by Randall. Out of bounds, 1839 throw. He's looking for an outlet. Back to Mendoza. Handball. It'll be a free kick for 1839. Randall on the infraction. Another push there. It'll be Sal Gomez on free kick. Ball in by Gomez. Collision in the box. Falls for Reyes. Sorry, that's Duran. Off the head of Carreras. Cross in for Napa. Cleared away by Garcia. Falls for Meza. This is where Fuego have found space in the last couple of minutes. This side, and it's been Meza. Into the middle, down he goes. Push, foul, free kick, Fuego.
As mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, on the road this coming Saturday, this the next home game. Make sure you come on back here. It's a Tuesday night game, May 20th. We'll be taking on North Coast Seoul right here at Dodd Stadium. Looking forward to seeing everybody back here. Then that'll be Memorial Day. Week of Memorial Day weekend. And Bottle Rock.
Well, I'd say this is the best looking spot for a free kick so far, the closest range that either team has had. It's Fuego for the free kick. Corner broken up by Landreth, but he couldn't hang on. Great job to recover and pick it up. The second chance.
Kick taken by Fuego's Lucas Ribeiro.
Long pass from Dilly for Dario. Broken up though. Steven Randall. Great interception by Mendoza for Dieter. Dario on for Dieter. Great recovery speed once again for Randall. Both teams appealing for possession. Great defending by Steven Randall for Fuego. Gets the goal kick for his team. Really close call. Who that came off of last. Great coverage. And it is Eddie Belize to get us going again with the goal kick.
A little bit quiet out there in the stands. How we feeling, everybody? 18 minutes to go here in this matchup.
This is Premier Soccer right here in front of us.
Be a free kick for Fuego.
And premier talent, as
I was mentioning, Ryan Peter coming to Napa from UC Davis, the D1 team over there, and actually going on to play at Monterey Bay FC, the championship league level. This is legit soccer right here in front of us.
Free kick. Broken up by Holenstead. Ball still with Fuego. It's Meza. Broken up well by Oscar Ortiz, picked up by Dario Pavone. Great move by Dario. Finally, Aris Yang got in his way. Fuego going the other side. Broken up there by Mendoza. Another great interception. Well, that's what Fuego have been trying to do, getting the ball to their substitute Meza. It's near sideline for us. Fuego's left. They've had some success doing it. It's Mendoza, though, now covering him. They haven't really gotten through since. Meza. Ernesto Aguilera. Back to Meza, just too far. It'll be a throw-in for Napa.
'75th minute here at Dodd Stadium. Anybody's game all tied up. 2-2.
Bringing into the game for Fuego is Angel Ruelas. Aguilera. This is Aguilera again. Push from the back from Ima Duran. All the way back to Belis. Another interception for Mendoza. Somehow able to steer that on for Duran. Hollandstad loses it though. Kevin Garcia with the robbery. Great move by Carreras to blast it away.
Special shout out to Simone Macau, 12 years old tonight. He's here for her birthday party, so happy birthday, Simone.
Fuego with the chance! Oh, just over the bar. Ruelas. He just came into the game.
Happy birthday, Simone, 12 years old tonight.
Well, it was Chris Meza who got way in behind the defense. This is Duran. Oscar Ortiz does get there. It's Ortiz in for Dario. Pavon with the long shot just wide. Well, to inform you about the table a little more specifically, I mentioned the teams at the top, Napa and Davis, not only undefeated, but nothing but wins, not even a draw so far. So this, if this result stands, this draw would be significant in the standings. It would give Davis an edge going into next week's game against Napa. Davis would, at the moment, be in sole possession of the one spot, all important. Dario trying to get a cross in. Ball falls back for him. Dario to Mendoza. Mendoza dispossessed by Ruelas. This is another long one for Meza. $18.39. Defense heads up, lets it roll all the way out for a goal kick. Great awareness. It will be Jack Landret.
All right, Green Army,
we're coming up on single digits here. I think we're going to have to let the team know we want to get back on the board.
I don't think I've seen
Fred tonight, but we're going to have to put the foot on.
Has been a great game. All tied up in Napa. Alvaro Carreras. Long one for Dieter. Dieter's in behind. Cross in from Dieter. They're away for Fuego now. Hollandstad can't quite break it up. Good run by Mauis Ribeiro. Picked up well by Aaron. Just beyond Ruelas. Aguilera. Wide for Yang. In for 1839, just beyond a teammate there in the box.
Those of you that took the 18.
Looks like Randall
Chauvin
trying to get ahead to it.
Will be leaving about 10 minutes after game
It's
time.
Randall versus Landreth.
Back to take you to the guard.
Just a little bit too high.
We'll be down there
Players
for
will be down there for after party
So if you
later.
want to come join
So if you want to come join us and meet some of the players, we'll see you.
On that run of play set up by Julian Aaron for Fuego. Good looking cross. 1839 though, back on the ball. Alvaro Carreras. This one for Mendoza. Into the middle for Duran. He's got a chance. Duran into the middle for Duran. Still Dario. Oscar Ortiz not able to pick it up. Fuego hanging on. Other way now. Ribeiro. Now Fuego trying to create a chance of their own on this side. Garcia into the middle for Ribeiro. Wide for Metza. Just too far. It'll be a goal kick for Napa. Things are picking up now. Both teams know the stakes. They know what's on the line. 3 all-important points in the conference up for grabs. As it is, they're level. Each team would get a point apiece. A win, though. A win would be a lot better for both teams, of course. Both teams in play for home field advantage in the playoffs. As we've seen over the years, that really does matter. 1839 happened to be undefeated at home in the playoffs under Mark Corbett. For the last 5 years, think about it, undefeated at home in the playoffs. That's what's on the line here tonight.
Substitution on the field for Fuego coming on at number 41.
Fuego similarly in play for home field. Free kick by Julian Aaron. Push in the back by Sal Gomez. Not a whole lot in it. Chris Macias there for Fuego to earn this free kick. Free kick away, Landreth. Full stretch to get that one way upstairs. Free kick for Napa. Landreth short to Carreras. It's Mendoza. BJ Dilly now lined up more centrally. Ortiz. Cross in. Just beyond Dario Pavone. Falls for Dieter though. Broken up by the defense. Here's Dario Pavone again. Dario out of bounds. Goal kick for Veliz.
82nd minute here.
Dario Pavone losing out of bounds. Still tied up.
Goal kick by Veliz. Picked up by Ernesto Aguilera. Fuego numbers forward. Macias, cross in by Macias. Ruelas was there, but 1839, ball out again. Gomez. Into the middle for Duran. That was Dilly. Duran. Alvaro Carreras. Mendoza. Right into the hands of Belize. 85th minute of this game. We're all tied up. Both teams down to 10 men. Red card around the 35th minute or so for both teams. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving was all it took. Nice play, sets up the cross for 1839. Product wasn't there though, broken up by Aguilera. Hollenstad challenging for this one, free kick Fuego. Julian Aaron, Angel Ruelas. Great cross in for Fuego. Cleared away by Duran, but just the feet of Ernesto Aguilera for Fuego. Villalobos, just over his head. Duran again for 1839, going the other way, get around. Ruelas. Dario couldn't bring it in. Great challenge by Ribeiro in the end. Here's Julian Aaron again. Mutza, dispossessed. Sal Gomez. "86 minutes gone. Both teams still fighting for that decisive goal. This one for Hollenstad. Oscar Ortiz. Cross in for Oscar. Off the foot of Julian Aaron, it'll be a corner for 1839. Storm Schmidt Hollenstad looking like it'll be him who sends it in.
How many would like to see the W?
Corner in for Napa. Nice fist by Eddie Belize. Good strong hand on it to clear it away. Lands for Dieter though. Still 1839. Ball into the middle again. Cleared away right to Oscar Ortiz. Cross in again. Under siege are Fuego. Ruelas able to take the ball away for now. Working against Hollenstad again. Not a great contact on it. It'll be a throw in for Napa. What a finish we're set for. 87th minute of this game, just over the head of Dieter. 1839 looking to make a push. It's Mendoza. Mendoza trying to get the corner into the middle. It'll be cleared away for a throw in. Throw in, a good long one into the middle, but nobody home except a Fuego player. It's picked up by Christian Silva. Metza. Too far, it's going to be Carreras. Carreras couldn't quite take it away. It'll be a throw in for Fuego now on the other side. Finally able to break out of their own half. 89th minute of this game. It's been a good one. We're all tied up. Could one of these teams find a spectacular finish? Julian Aaron finds the feet of Kevin Garcia. Silva.
Strong push by Gomez. 1839 are looking to counter. Oscar Ortiz couldn't get it forward. Down goes Schmidt-Hohenstein. Just able to find the feet of Gomez, but he's dispossessed. It'll be a throw-in for Napa. Can Ortiz get there first? Foot race with Steve Randall. Ortiz crossing. Too far, but can Dieter get there? He can. Dieter saves possession for 1839. It's Mendoza. Into the middle for Ima Duran. Duran can't quite keep his feet. Cleared away by Fuego. Metza can't get it forward. Intercepted by Holenstad. 1839 still. It's Ortiz again. 1839. Sheriff with a cross. Dario Pavone was there, but it's cleared away by Valise. Great play by Carreras. Silva didn't see where the ball was. Cleared away by Fuego again. This time Silva will pick up the ball. Carreras tackles him. Free kick for Fuego. Julian Aaron. Just like that, we're already 1 minute into stoppage time. Actually, it looks like stoppage time just starting. Excuse me. Right into the hands of Landreth. Well, and that will be it. It was just about a minute of stoppage time before the referee blew the final whistle.
Final score, Napa 2, CV Fuego 2.
Very quick end and very abrupt end to that game. Just about 1 minute of stoppage time allowed. This one finishes in a draw. First meeting between 1839 and CV Fuego. Probably the first of many. Very possible that these two could meet in the playoffs. Home field advantage really going to come into play as we rapidly approach the playoffs. Little over a month away from right now. Major implications as a result of this game. 1839 with their first hiccup. It's a draw, just 1 point. That leaves, for the time being, FC Davis in full control of the conference. 1 seed with a 2-point lead over 1839. Depending on some results around the conference, Fuego expect to be around 3 or 4 in the conference. And still in prime position, a draw here in Napa to contend for the 2 spot, maybe even the 1. Still a lot of time to go. A lot of time to go before the playoffs are here. It was just a little pushing and shoving match between Marco Reyes and David Kabamba. Between the 30th and 35th minute or so, there's 2 red cards. Changed the outlook of this game, changed the tactics a little bit. 1839 went to the half with a lead, and a penalty, a mistake by Landreth, gave Fuego the penalty opportunity, and they capitalized. I want to remind you, next Tuesday is our next game here. I want to follow 1839 on all forms of social media for the schedule and ways to watch. 1839 on the road in Davis next week. What a game that is set up to be. Still, with the win, 1839 could take that 1 spot away from Davis. All to play for.
next week and beyond as we finish this regular season. Once again, you want to follow 1839 and the League for Clubs on all forms of social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Great highlights as well. And that's a way to follow the teams and the schedules for broadcasting. And on behalf of everyone here at 1839, the entire team, the entire crew, thank you to the audience for being with us. It's been Scott Stone on the stadium speakers, Ezra Alvarez and JP Castillo on the cameras. I'm Hayden Larson saying see you next time. Thank you and good night.
Fuego making the trip all the way up to Napa from Fresno. Have a safe trip back.